Fairview Park was transformed into a cattle ranch to allow for a rehearsal of the second annual Orange County Fair Cattle Drive.
What we're doing today is we're working the cattle because tomorrow when we go down the street we want to make sure that the cattle have been worked and that the riders know fully what their responsibility is on the street because they're all color coded. They ride in different color bandanas in different parts of the line. They need to ride with their groups, and so what they were doing today was to get a better understanding of what they're going to do tomorrow.
The key to a successful cattle drive involves everyone working together.
I handle the people, the team leaders, and they're broke up into teams. There's 10 of them, 5 on each side of the herd.
Right.
And the team leader's job is to keep the people head and tail as we go down through town so the cattle don't break out.
With a whistle and a yippee-ki-yay, the urban cowboys put their horses through their paces. Cattle hasn't been herded through Costa Mesa since the Spaniards were in California in the 1600s and 1700s. So this event allowed participants and spectators to channel their inner cowboy.
We all got horses. We went around, tried to group everyone together so the horses were head to tail, and we had to make sure that there were no gaps in the horses so the cattle couldn't get out. And we went around a couple times, and the horse, well, sometimes the cattle got out and the dogs would chase it. It's fantastic.
You know, I'd like to say it's a once in a lifetime, but this is my second year in a row of doing it, and you know, I liked it so much that I got involved in the committee planning it. It's an exceptional organization that it's supporting, but being able to herd cattle through the streets of Costa Mesa and be part of something that's such a neat, visible, unique event in the community is really special. So I feel very lucky to be part of this thing.
Besides being a fun event, the cattle drive also served a more important role.
This is a fundraiser for Centennial Farms first and foremost, and that's what the really great thing in their ranch program.
We have riders sponsored that have paid anywhere from $2,500 to $25,000 in support of our Centennial Farm Foundation, which supports ag education for over 90,000 students throughout the course of the year. And last year we generated upwards of $290,000 for the Centennial Farm Program, which then supports our education programs and buys equipment and things like that.
The horsemen were also given a chance to try their skills in the cattle pen.
They're actually going to do some sorting, some team sorting, which is really fun because you actually have to take a few cows away from the group of cows, which is not natural for an animal, with your horses, and actually use the horses to guide those cows into another pen. So it's a challenge. It's not, especially for people who are not used to riding, you have to learn how to manipulate but work with your horse to take some animals who don't want to do something and make them do something. So it's really fun, actually.
The cattle drive created a memorable experience for everyone in attendance.
They're just running around the whole Fairview Park, and one time I saw the dogs chasing a steer, like 5 dogs, and it was so cool.
Just seeing the demonstrations, the dogs and the horses, and it's not something you see very often here in Costa Mesa.
I love this, yeah. You know what I really love though? I love seeing the non-equestrian people get on a horse and see what it feels like. Yeah, it's really great.
Just seeing all these crazy people who normally wouldn't have anything to do with one another come together just for a really random event that's really going to help, a community building project. So that's probably my favorite part.
What's also unique about this project is it brings fair programming into the community in a very different and unique way. Instead of everybody going to the fair, we're also bringing the fair to the community so people have a chance to see something they normally wouldn't see.
For the Community Report, I'm Laura Smilkstein.